Hello friends, this week I'm gonna do a quick tutorial about the Drop3 7th chord inversions for the major 7th chord. Well, for those of you that are not familiar with what a major 7th chord is, it's a chord that consists from 4 notes. The first one is our root note, whichever that might be. The other one is the third, which is a major third. The other one is a perfect fifth and the major seventh. If you know your notes on the fretboard, well, if you start on a C note, your major third would be the E note, your fifth would be the G, and your seventh would be the B. So, and there are pretty much countless ways to, not countless, but a lot of ways to play this chord on your fretboard. One of my favorites is this one. You start with a basic shape that goes like this, which is on strings 6, 4, 3 and 2, and the way you play it is either as a chord or separately, whichever you might prefer. You start on the root, which is a C note on the E string, on the 6th string. You then go to the 7th, the major 7th, which is the B, on the 9th fret of the D string. Then you play the major 3rd, which is the 9th, on the G string. And then you play the G, which is your 5th, on the 8th fret of the B string. So the whole thing together sounds like this. Don't worry about the A that you're not playing anything on. If you just lay your index finger gently on the A string, it will mute it and you won't be able to hear any unwanted noise or notes. So this is a C major 7th chord starting from our root on the strings 6, 4, 3 and 2. And the way we lay out the notes on this is root, 7, 3rd, 5th. These ones actually are called Drop3 chords. I'll explain more on that a bit later, but first of all, you can move this shape anywhere on the fretboard in order to fit the tonality you want to play. For example, if I play the same thing on the 3rd fret, starting from a G note, that would be a G major 7th. If I played on the 1st, an F major 7, on the 5th, an A major 7, etc. etc. So, starting from the C, this is our root position. What we're gonna do now is find out how to go from this to the next inversion to the next inversion. What is an inversion? Inversion, well, it's like moving every note from your shape to the next note that belongs to the same chord. For example, the C here would become an E, the B here would become a C, the E here would become a G, and the G here would become which one did I say? A B note. So and now what I'm playing is a C major 7th again, but this time I'm starting on the major 3rd, which is the E note, and then I'm playing the C, and then I'm playing the G and the B right here. So the frets are 12 on the 6th string, 10 on the D, 12 on the G, and 12 on the B again. Sorry. So from this, you go to this. And then the next inversion would be going up from the 3rd up to the 5th, which is the G note. So this is the shape. It's a very beautiful sounding shape, and what you play is the 5th, the G, the 3rd, the E, the 7th, major 7th, the B down here, and your root note. You can also play this one up here, whichever you prefer. It's the same. So it's like 15, 14, 16 on the G and 13 on the B string. Or you can play it up here, G, E, B and C. And from that, our final inversion, because 7th chord has 4 notes, so the possibilities are actually 4 if we go by the inversions rule. After the 5th, we're gonna go up to the 7th, and we're gonna play the 7th right here. It's our B note on the 7th fret of the E string, and from that we're gonna go to the 5th fret on the D and play the G, the 5th. Right here is our root note, the C, and this one is the E, the 3rd. So the 4 inversions are root, 3rd, major 3rd, and then you can go to the 5th up here or down there, whatever you prefer, and finally the 7th. And when you get those down, an even more effective way of practicing that would be starting from the lowest note you can play that belongs to the same chord, the C major 7, going to the next inversion possible, to the next, and then to the next, and perhaps going back again. And after you get used to the C major 7th, you can go and try all the other tonalities. And one of my favorite ways, which I'm going to discuss more in a future video, is playing them in a circle of 4ths or 5ths, whichever you prefer. But it's really important to be able to play all the tonalities. Either you're a rock player, a funk player, a jazz player, these positions will open up a whole new world of possibilities when you get them down. And again, this is just the major 7th chord, and you can always try to find out the other chords by yourself, or perhaps I'll do another video for them next time for the dominant 7th chords, minor 7 flat 5, so you prefer. So these are the shapes. I hope you like them, and please try and write something of your own that contains one of these chords and see where that goes and where it gets you. Please subscribe to my channel, and feel free to write down in the comment section whatever you think or whatever you'd like me to analyze in a future episode of Still This Lick. I know this wasn't a lick today exactly, but I think it's a very useful piece of information for everybody, both for fingerboard knowledge and theory knowledge and application on the fretboard, as well as for some people who would like to get more into comping and jazzy stuff like that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next time.